my women like I like my movies. Coming soon. I like my women like I like my coffee twice a day in black. I like my women like I like my... Whatever they say, you guys high-five me on the next one, all right? It'll just look good. It'll be like positive energy. All right, here we go. I like my women like I like my... Car. A rental. And this guy's actually by himself. This is so weird. I'm so sorry, buddy. I like my women like I like my...
Spaceship.
My spaceship? Blasting off to Uranus. I like my women... Ooh, you put your glasses on for that one. She's like, who said that? Bobby John. I like my women like I like my immigrants. Having their own song. You guys got to see this guy. I like my women like I like my immigrant. Come from the land of the ice and snow and the... I don't know the rest, I'm sorry. Oh, God bless you, man. Can we stop putting people in the front row with all that hair?
Everybody listen to Darren Carter. Yeah. We all know he's the party starter. So if you want to listen to a podcast for free, listen to a Pocket Party. Pocket Party. Darren.
And we're back. It's been a while, guys. Thanks again for checking in and watching my Instagram videos and sharing those reels, getting that word out there, spreading the joy. We're calling Mr. Mike Black. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, that was weird. I was like, is he...
Well, I heard like the last half of the sentence, and I was like, "Oh, he's still doing his thing."
His intro,
talking to the audience or whatever. And so I was like, "I'll just let him finish up." And then,
oh, you're such a pro! Thank you. I was like, dude. I think I thought of a new catchphrase. Well, not really, but I mean, I probably didn't think of it, but I've been using it lately, and it's...
Let me guess, is it Just Do It?
Just Do It, yeah, it's called Just Do It. And has it been said before?
It's catchy. I like it.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, dude, just do it. Oh, I just did it. Wow, I just did it. Yeah.
It's done. It's all done. Well,
here's the thing. Back when I had hair, I used to say at the end of my posts, back on the MySpace days, I would be like, keep laughing, and I would say, spread the red. Because I have red hair, like, spread the red, like, get me out there, spread these videos, put them, spread the red. Yeah.
I understand it. I don't care for it. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I don't even, it could be creepy or it could just be, it could be a lot of things. And I kind of had forgot that I did it. I just kept, because I mostly just would write it, spread the red, keep laughing, spread the red. And then Mo Mandel, for whatever reason, really picked up on it, and when he'd see me, he'd be like, hey, spread the red. And I was like, oh, dude, thanks, man, thanks. Like, maybe he wasn't even complimenting me, who knows? But he goes, yeah, dude, I remember you used to have that shock red hair, and you'd be like, spread the red. And then, so I think I started saying it on stage a few times here at the end, good night, everybody, I'm Darren Carter, spread the red. And then, God decided to spread my hair all around different,
All right.
So then I
got a little overzealous spreading the red.
I guess I spread that red too much. So then and then plus I looked it up. I Googled it at one point, and I'm like, oh, the American Heart Association had already come up with that. Like, spread the red. Like, yeah, it's like
That should be your pet charity then.
Oh.
You know, just make it like your thing. I have red hair, so I like to spread the red, you know.
I like to spread it. But you know what's funny now?
It sounds more like someone who has a fetish for redheads.
Exactly. Yeah. Spread the red. Dude, trust me, anytime I did like a hashtag redhead this or redhead, it's always girls. No one cares about the guys in the,
right.
the redheaded community. We don't even have a community. Most of the redheads don't. It's not like we see each other and like each other. It's not like, yo, what's up, brother? That's like they could give two damns, you know? They don't.
Maybe instead of like the danger zone, it could be the ginger zone or something.
Welcome to the ginger zone. I don't think even gingers want to be in that zone.
No.
Dude, the best day of my life was when I shaved my head and all of a sudden I became more handsome to women and guys wanted to be me.
Is that what happened?
I just thought, I just want to see what you'd say. I have no idea.
Do they want to be you, Darren?
Do they really want to be you, Darren? You know what? We have to embrace ourselves, man. Like, here's what I'm embracing lately. Because you just made me
I have a feeling you embraced yourself a lot when you were spreading the red.
Spread the red. Embrace yourself. Hey, that could be another catchphrase. Embrace yourself.
A lot of ladies told you to go home and embrace yourself.
I'm like, is there a catchphrase? Can I use that? Yeah, go for it. Embrace yourself.
Sure.
Yeah. What I was going to say is embrace yourself. Here's the thing I do. My eyes are pretty small, and when I laugh really hard, like my eyes, I close.
They disappear.
Yeah, they disappear, dude. They disappear, and people have taken photos of me laughing really hard, or even done drawings, and I usually wouldn't like it because I'm like, oh, my eyes are so little right there. Ugh. So I would usually not post them or whatever. But lately, I'm like, screw it, man. That's kind of. When I say lately, I'm talking the last couple of weeks. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. This is like.
So in the last couple of weeks, you've gotten comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, I know. It's like I got small eyes, man. What are you gonna do? It's like, and they close when I laugh. Maybe other people's do too, but I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta just make the most of what you got, really.
You really do, because no one cares. You know what, man? It's somebody put a post out the other day. It was Willie Barcena, I think. He did a whole video about a stand-up clip about how, like, it's a really low percentage. I don't even know what it is. We'll just say 9%. 9% of the world has asymmetrical faces, and the rest of us don't. So embrace that, basically. And if you're, don't try not to. But he's trying to tell the crowd, like, don't think you're all that, because most of us aren't.
Oh, he meant symmetrical faces. Like, what did I say? 9% of the world have symmetrical faces. It's the rest of us that look like goons and have asymmetrical faces.
Oh, I thought asymmetrical was when everything matches up left to right. And gotcha. No, symmetrical. Yeah.
Symmetrical. Yeah. It's a very rare thing for anyone to be like 100% symmetrical. But symmetry is also like the main metric for beauty that society uses. So if your face is a little off, you're a little less attractive to other people.
Exactly.
But that's fine if you have a personality or a catchphrase or something like that can kind of even out the odds.
Right. Maybe the you get a catchphrase.
They'll be like, his nose is a little lopsided, but he's got a catchphrase that spread the red thing.
Spread the red and embrace yourself.
And he's embracing himself.
How come all the ugly people want to have these catchphrases? Embrace yourself.
The more asymmetrical you are, the more often you have to embrace yourself, I think.
Oh, you're right, because the people with the symmetrical faces are embracing each other.
Right, yeah.
And we're over here embracing ourselves.
They're getting embraced all over the place, often whether they like it or not. People are trying to embrace them.
Well, my latest catchphrase that I've been writing, and I discovered it's also been taken, and it's spread the joy.
You honestly thought you came up with spread the joy?
Well, I don't know if I came up with it, but I've been saying it lately, and I'm like, it's pretty cool. Like, spread the joy. And then I realized...
Darren, I'm picturing the first time you went to, like, Spencer Gifts in the 70s, and you see one of those Have a Nice Day t-shirts, you're like, damn it, someone stole my idea.
Someone stole my idea. I know, dude. That's why when these people that I know, like, beginner comedians, they get mad.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, I wrote that bit. I'm like, you're not... Like, I knew a guy that used to do our website. He used to do a lot of comedians' websites, and he was at the Laugh Factory with me one night. and you saw a comedian on stage, and he goes, dude, that's my bit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't even really perform. It's like, I highly doubt he went down to Long Beach, went to your parents' apartment, and looked at your notebook on your nightstand and like read it and stole your bit.
Yeah, he traveled way out of his way to go to the open mic you did in a bowling alley
Exactly.
4 years ago.
Spread the joy. Yeah, that's another one that's, yeah. Okay, I guess I won't have a, well, you know what? You can still say the catchphrase and I'll still write it, but I'm like, I guess I just won't like.
It's just basically if you make any money off of it, someone can sue you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
Spread
so
the joy.
that's really the only word you can say. I can say enjoy Coca-Cola all I want to, but if people start buying my Coca-Cola that I make in my apartment, Coke has a right to sue me.
Enjoy Mike's Coca-Cola. Yeah, add the word Mike to
Right.
it.
Yeah, if I call it Mike's Coca-Cola, I'm not sure if they can even do anything at that point. They might be able to.
Oh,
I'm not doing that, by the way, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So
And are you selling hard lemonade?
right, yeah.
Remember that?
No, I'm not. So
Mike's Hard Lemonade. I wonder if you have one of the most common names. It's pretty up. It's up there.
it was for a long time. I don't know. Today, it's probably people are looking for more exotic sort of names now. You know,
That's true.
but I know for a long time, like Mike and Joe and John, very standard sort of names. And like for girls, it was like Jennifer and Alice and stuff like that. But it's less and less as time goes on.
You know what's funny? I I just looked up most popular baby names for boys in I just chose the early 70s, 1973.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 was Michael.
Yep.
2, Christopher, Jason. By the way, I'm just going to do shout outs. If you're one of these people, shout out.
Yeah. A lot of biblical names were big in the 70s.
Michael, Christopher, Jason, James, David, John, Robert, Brian, William, and Matthew. And the women, you're right, biblical.
Yeah, that's almost all apostles or something, you know.
Jennifer, Amy, Michelle, Kimberly, Lisa, Melissa, Angela, Heather, Stephanie, Rebecca.
Wait, is Karen on that list?
Oh, when did Karen? I do not see Karen from 1973.
Because I think a lot of Karens are like our generation.
Let's go back a little older. I'll say 1969. Let's go 1969. Yeah, maybe that was. You're right, because I grew up with Karen Miles, all kinds of Karens.
Yeah, all kinds of Karen.
All kinds of girls from 1969: Lisa, Michelle, Jennifer, Kimberly, Melissa, Amy, Angela, Mary. Where's Karen? I don't see Karen on here.
Yeah, you know, I guess I know a few Kims, but very few of them go by Kimberly, and I always thought that was kind of a cool name.
Yeah, me too. Or how about like those names with that ended with A, like Veronica, Monica, Mona.
Yeah.
Here we go. Most popular names. Let's go 1959. Let's see what's up with that. Most popular.
I bet there's some Karens in there.
Most popular. I put boy name, but I'm going to put girl name. Most popular girl name. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Mary. Oh, it's right off the bat. Mary, Susan, Linda, Karen.
Yep.
Karen
top 5.
Karen is top 5. Donna, Patricia, Deborah, and then it goes down. And boys' names back then were, once again, 1959. It was Michael, David, James, John, Robert, Mark, William. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys' names. It's funny how many biblical names there are in like white Anglo-Saxon sort of culture, but very, very few Jesuses.
That's true.
Whereas in Latin culture, it was much, much more popular.
Yeah, it was. And
a lot more Marys too.
And you know what? I didn't know until I was an adult. I never really paid attention to that with the Mexicans, especially. I guess a lot of juniors.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend and he was like, "Hey, I have a boy. What And he goes, "What do you think his name is?" And he wanted me to say like Miguel Jr. But I didn't even think like that. And I was like, Jose? Like I was just thinking of the most popular. I was like, he's like, no.
That's the most stereotypical name.
I know. I was like, I know, especially because he'd been drinking, having a good time, and he was like, nah, man, come on, bro, think again. I go, Juan? I'm like, no. He's like, it's
Paco?
Junior. I know, Paco, Pancho,
Enchilada.
Yeah.
That's not a name. Tamale.
And I start
Chili
naming
con carne.
pizza pizzazz. I'm like naming my favorite food items. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Mexican pizza, now available at Taco Bell.
Like Willie Nelson, run for the border.
Burrito Supreme.
Burrito
You
Supreme.
named your
Let
son
me guess.
Burrito Supreme.
Yeah. Do people name their foods after, or their children after foods? I wonder if there's any people that have the food. Cookie, I've heard the name Cookie.
My friend Lasagna might have been the case.
Lasagna.
Her parents were cruel.
And they were loved by Garfield?
Yeah. Her husband, Garfield, is the only person who thinks it's cool.
That's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Most popular girl names 2022. I went back a year because I figure,
it'll be hilarious if it's Karen now.
Oh, I know.
Like, yeah,
that name is going. I bet you Felicia's not in there. Bye, Felicia. Top 1,000 most popular baby girl names in 2022. Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia, Sophia, Isabella, Ava, Mia, Evelyn, Luna. Oh, it's funny. I just saw little baby Luna. David Lucas, his daughter's name is Luna. Harper, Camellia. It seems like they've kind of gone old school, huh? Like 2023 or 2022.
They're very romantic sounding names. Olivia and
Emma, Charlotte, Amelia, like the Scarlett, Elizabeth. Like they went classy with it. Grace, Isla, Willow.
These are all like almost Shakespearean names. Some of them,
Oh, let's see what the boys' names are. Boy names. Okay. Boy names.
Turd.
Yeah. I already picture their names are going to be like Russ.
Yeah. Goober. Gomer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Actually, I went the tough way. I was thinking they're going to be like Russ, Butch, but they're not. They're not. They're like their names like Liam, Noah, Oliver, James, Elijah, William, Henry, Lucas.
Yeah, they're like, which of these names has the least toxic masculinity attached to it?
I know.
That's basically what's going on.
They also, I feel like they want their child to be like successful, so they want to, they want to have like a successful like these names all sound successful. Like if I said Liam is coming over, oh, Noah, Oliver, James, Elijah, William, Henry. None of these people sound like they'd be getting in trouble. Lucas, Benjamin.
That's kind of what's wrong with them too, is they seem kind of toothless. Like Liam's going to be DJing tonight. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Theodore with his organic apples and his buddy
Theodore.
And here comes Mateo, Levi, and Sebastian, his best friends. They're in his friend group. Daniel. Yeah.
And they always use condoms.
Oh yeah. Here comes Asher. Oh, these all sound like dumb DJs. F these guys.
These guys every single one of these guys carries hand sanitizer on them.
Oh gosh.
At all times.
Yeah, they hike alone wearing masks. Asher,
right,
Ethan, Leo, Ezra. Ezra wears 2 masks. We've got Aiden.
Ezra has an inferiority complex.
Oh gosh. Where do the tough names come in? Grayson, that's number 37. That's not, I don't know. Gabriel, Grayson, Maverick, Dylan.
Is kind of a tough name.
Oh dude, number 47, Carter.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Thank you, my friend. Spread the red. Carter, it's funny.
Well, if you have like an action movie named after your name, then that's pretty tough.
That's true.
Carter.
Or if you're a coach, Coach Carter.
Get Carter, and they did a remake of that too with Sylvester Stallone.
Dude, I just thought of a game right now. Give me 2 numbers, and this is going to be your new stage name. Give me 2 different numbers. Between 1 and 1,000. Between 1 and 1,000.
Between 1 and 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. 47.
All right.
And 698.
All right. So 47 shall be your first name. 698 shall be your last name for stage. Yeah. Number 47. Unless we already read 47. If we did, I mess. I don't want to mess you up. Oh, dude, I don't know if you did this on purpose or not, but your first name's going to be Carter. Or do you want to switch, or you want to go with it?
No, it's too late. I've committed. 47 and
Mike
698.
Black shall be, at least for one show. Carter. And your last name, number 698 on the list. Hold on. As I'm scrolling, I'm in the 500s. Oh, I'm doing this pretty fast. 698. Your last name shall be Rex. Carter Rex.
Rex Carter.
Or Rex Carter.
Rex.
Do you want a middle name? Because we could throw
I feel like there's already a Rex Carter.
Hold on. Let's look it up. I shall Google Rex Carter. Oh, yeah. He's a former Speaker of the South Carolina House of Representatives.
Okay.
Let's
screw that guy.
You want to do over?
Yeah.
Give me two more. Yeah, that sounds Darren Carter and Rex Carter.
How about 75?
75.
And 10.
Ooh, you're going to go modern with it. Okay, so 75 will be your first name?
Yeah.
Okay. 75. Your first name is Leonardo. I like it, Leonardo. You already sound like you're getting better spots at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, and 10 will be DiCaprio.
Leonardo Theodore. What up, LT?
It'd have to be Theodore Leonardo. That guy sounds like he gets stuff done.
Theodore Leonardo. Ooh, TL.
We're calling Theodore Leonardo to solve this problem. We're bringing in Dr. Theodore Leonardo.
Oh, I like that. Theodore Leonardo. That's how
I don't know what to pair with this lasagna. Well, call Theodore Leonardo. He'll have some options.
I'm glad you didn't go towards the bottom of the list. Let's see what number.
How about you? You got to pick two.
Oh, okay. I'll say 17 and 545. Okay. Hold on, since I'm already at 545, I shall 545 is Lucian.
Okay.
Lucian.
It's an interesting one.
And what was the first number I said?
17.
17. Okay. Alexander
Lucian.
Alexander Lucian.
Sounds like a werewolf.
Yeah, none of these people sound funny. Alexander Lucian, Theodore.
Yeah.
Leonardo.
None of those like modern guy names that you mentioned sound like people I would want to have like a pizza party with or anything, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't even know who this guy's name is, but I think he's famous. Have you ever heard of the name Buck Henry?
Yeah, he was on the first episode of Saturday Night Live, and he's been around for a while. He was like an older comedian even back then.
Oh, wow. That's it. Buck Henry, writer, The Graduate. He wrote The Graduate. Wow. Prolific comedy writer, story editor. That's hilarious because there was a guy that I used to work with back when I was trying to get into radio, right out of high school, and his name was similar to Buck Henry, and I used to always call him Buck Henry by accident. And he goes, "I wish I was Buck Henry," and it just has that manly kind of like Buck Henry.
Yeah, Buck Henry did not look like the Buck Henry you're imagining at all. He was a very wiry, nerdy. He looked like he ran a library.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at him right here. He looks like yeah. He's like, "My name is Buck Henry." Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm picturing like an old West town that's like, the Cowboys are taking over. We wrote to a guy named Buck Henry. He'll help us.
Good old Buck Henry.
And then he showed up.
Yeah. Man, I was going to get into this. So I think about the same week that you went to San Diego Comic-Con, we did another family trip, which we love doing every year, to the OC Fair, and we did our country bumpkin activities. Yeah. I love that phrase you put on it, man. Country bumpkin activities, because it really is. And I don't know what it is, dude. I'm really settling into these kind of. I love it.
You like that kind of shit? Yeah,
I like that kind of. You know what? I saw the week before we saw Hank Williams Jr. perform, and the medicine. The Old Crow Medicine Show opened for him, and then the solo guitar act opened for that. It was just, I kind of like these kind of things. They're fun, and it's just, I don't know. It's
kind of
cool.
wholesome.
They're sort of wholesome, and nothing too crazy, and I don't know. I enjoy it. It's like,
yeah, of course you do.
You're from Fresno. My real name should have been not even on these lists. It was before Darren Carter. I was Tahoe Joe. I would have been Tahoe Joe.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
Of course.
You would have been. Instead, you'd have been like on a motorcycle drag race or something like that. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Now I was adopted, so now I'm afraid to get on roller coasters and Ferris wheels.
Right.
You guys go ahead. I'll hold your bags.
You think Tahoe Joe would be afraid of it? This would be like the 10,000th roller coaster he'd ridden.
Oh yeah, he's breaking records and vlogging it.
Yeah.
I got the cameras on my head, like doing the GoPro. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, seatbelts is for candy asses. He'd say something like that before he got on.
Yeah. I'm Tahoe Buck Henry.
Yeah, exactly.
Till I Googled the name.
He would win a chili contest and then get on a roller coaster. You know?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like 4th of July, they have like those weenie eating hunt contests. You know,
Tahoe Joe says "spread the red," but he means it in a really dirty way.
Yeah, or a violent way. He's like,
yeah.
That's what I tell my opponents. We're about to spread the red.
Yeah,
we're doing some bare knuckle boxing.
He's wrapping a chain around his fist. He's like, I'm about to spread the red.
Oh damn! But Tahoe, that's been copywritten by the American Heart Association.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't give a flying rat's ass.
I'll beat them up too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So in fact, one of the activities is we ended up not going to it because it was there was so much activities. It was a trifecta that day. So we had to make a decision. So we could either watch the, like one year there was a monster truck show. This year there was an RV. What do you call them? Like the like those smash 'em up derby kind of shows where like the cars wreck into each other on purpose.
Oh, Demolition Derby.
Yeah, it was Demolition Derby with motorhomes and RVs. so they willingly want to do this to each other.
They're destroying their homes doing this.
Yeah, so they're You're right. I was like, oh, it's probably like some secondary thing they bought at a pick apart. You're like, no, dude, these are their actual homes. There's a lot on the line.
Yeah, they're playing for keeps.
They're playing for keeps. Yeah. So that was in one part of the fair, and then another part of the fair, which was the big nighttime activity at the arena there, the amphitheater. I think it's at the Pacific Amphitheater. Was a George Thorogood concert.
Oh, okay. That's very Bumpkin-y.
Yeah, exactly. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. You know that guy.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, he sings that song about the landlord, and the landlord knocked on my... Is that the same song about the landlord? The landlord?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. John Belushi covered it, too, before he died. And,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real popular sort of song.
I mean, I looked up his hits. I'm like, damn, this guy put on a good show. I could only imagine. Like, moving on over.
Yes.
I don't know the rest of the words. Well, the king down last night, whatever. But
Now, was this all happening while the Demolition Derby was occurring?
No, opposite sides of the fair. And then we chose to do another event. There was all these great things going on, and what we saw, and it was unbelievable. We saw a Metallica tribute band. They're called Damage Inc.
Oh, okay.
They were fantastic. And so it was like, I swear.
Did they look anything like Metallica?
They did, man, and they're sponsored by Metallica. In fact, Metallica will do a concert on a Friday in a town and a concert on a Sunday. So on their day off, Damage Inc. will play at a venue, and like I said, they're sponsored by them, and it's
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they won some kind of TV show reality contest, like of tribute bands or something, I think. And they've been together for 20 years. I did a little research on them afterwards, and two of them are brothers. And then, the lead singer, he looks like James Hetfield, the lead singer of Metallica. But they're so good, man. They're finger picking the way he just shreds on the guitar, like, and the cameras zoom in and you're watching it, and they were really, really, really good.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty good if you were sponsored by them.
Yeah, they're not messing around. They're like, I thought they were really, yeah.
In general, they're pretty good sports, publicly anyway, about their music. I don't know did you watch Stranger Things at all?
I didn't, but I know that they use Master of Puppets.
Yeah, and it's like a crucial moment in the show, and one of the best moments in the entire series.
Wow.
And they actually got the actor who had to learn the picking and everything to do that scene, and they invited him out to one of their concerts, and he played it with them on stage. So that was pretty cool.
Wow. And was it on TV? Was that in the episode? But there's YouTube videos of it, I'm sure. George.
No, there's YouTube videos of it, but yeah, in the show it was just him playing it, but it was it was a very, very cool moment in the show, They really use a lot of interesting music, and it ends up like these old songs end up becoming like #1 hits again because of it,
Wow. Yeah, I remember when that happened, people were selling, like, you saw a lot of young people with Metallica shirts on, and
yeah.
And I was like, that's great. Get the music out there. Keep it alive. I know some people will be like, you should be wearing a band shirt unless you can name like 3 songs. And I'm like, you guys are just, come on, just let it go.
Yeah. Or if you just like them enough to buy a shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you like one song and you bought that one shirt, Yeah. That's cool.
To be honest, not every musician has 3 good songs, Like,
I know.
I'm sorry. It's like sometimes they just have one song that resonates with you, and that's enough,
Yeah, it's funny.
I know if I were the musician and I'd written one song that somebody liked, and they were like, gee, I can't name 2 other songs that I like, I guess I'm not going to buy any of their merch.
Right.
I'd be a little upset.
Exactly. And yeah.
I'd be like, no, if you like the one song, you can definitely buy any of my merch and support me.
Exactly. Anytime anybody buys anything from me, even if they're like, well, I'm getting it for a friend, I'm like, that's cool. Like, I don't care. I'm not like...
It's like, I'll go one further. Even if you hate me and want to buy my merchandise, you go right on ahead.
Even if you couldn't name one song.
Yeah.
If you couldn't even recognize
I'm not
me.
even 100% sure you're the guy that I think that I'm buying a thing of.
Yeah.
Fine. That's totally cool.
Dude, I just thought, comedians, how would you like it if a tribute artist there was a Mike Black tribute artist, and he went by the name Theodore Leonardo?
See, that's just a hack, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone who's just going up and telling my jokes. Now, if they're doing... The only way I would like it is if they were doing a tribute act to me, but they wrote their own jokes that were kind of in my style or in my voice or something like that. But it would have to be completely original jokes.
That'd be really hard, though, because then...
Yeah.
And how would they even know that they were doing a tribute to you then?
I don't know. That's not up to me. That's up to them to figure out.
Yeah, that's true. Man, that's very...
I guess what I'm saying is I really don't want a tribute act of me. I'd rather just...
Yeah.
Because Gallagher's brother did that, basically.
Yeah, right.
He just ripped off his act and was like going around going, I'm Gallagher. And people believed it, Yeah. And that sucks because he didn't write any of those jokes.
Yeah, and they looked similar enough to where people, people bought into it. In fact, I met Gallagher, and I still don't know if I met Gallagher or Gallagher too. I don't know who I met.
Right, yeah.
One time I met Gallagher, I'm pretty sure, because he gave me a lot of wisdom at the Hollywood Improv in the bar. Mm-hmm. Like little nuggets. I heard that he does that, so that was cool. I'm pretty sure that was him. He was like... Then
again, I bet fake Gallagher does that shit too, and he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's true. What really sucks too is, let's say there's another Darren Carter.
Yeah.
Tribute Darren Carter's out there doing your jokes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And he's doing like the the whole closer thing that you do.
I like my women like I like my...
Yeah, he's doing that. And then he gets off stage and someone's like, I really like your jokes. And he just throws a shot of whiskey in their face and punches them in the head and goes, get out of here, you turd. And then everyone's like, Darren Carter was at the Chuckle Pouch and he was a real dick. So you got to watch out for stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I would not be sponsoring them anymore if they did that.
Right. You're like, you wouldn't let him play the off nights.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, you do Monday through Thursday. I'll come in on Friday and Saturday, and then you do Sunday.
Then he just beats you up, and he's like, I'm Darren Carter now. And
oh, shit. Now you're the tribute artist.
Yeah.
This is evil. No, you're no party star. I'm the party ender behind the scenes, bro.
Yeah, evil Darren Carter
Oh
now
my
rules
gosh.
everything.
Yeah. So now I have to schlub around and do Monday through Thursday, and then
Yeah.
oh, that
He's
would
like,
suck.
you can't go to the fair. You're playing the fair.
Yeah, you can't go to the, yeah, you're playing the fair. You're doing my daytime work. You're on
Right.
from 1 to 2 p.m. What the fudge, man? Wouldn't that suck
then
if a tribute artist got more work than you?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I think that's happened. I think there was a lawsuit somewhere where the tribute, because they kind of became equal, and then maybe the tribute artist kind of outsells tickets more than the regular artist.
Yeah, I bet a lot of Elvis impersonators were actually living a lot better than Elvis was towards the end there.
You're right. Yeah, tribute bands that are better than the band they pay tribute to. Wow, that's interesting. There's an article about it. The Rush Tribute Project.
Yeah, because some of them, like, they phone it in or they lose original members and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah. What's this one? This says Revelation, Mother Earth, and Still Away by Oz. A tribute to, but it won't say who it's a tribute to. Let me see. It's a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The guy looks like him. Probably sounds. Yeah, see? Because they're also probably imitating the singer at the prime of, like, all their records when those got released. So they're probably imitating, like,
yeah, like them at
70s or
their
80s.
best.
Yeah. Lex Luthor, Queen of the Reich, Queen's Reich cover. I wouldn't even know what the real Queen's Reich sounds like. So,
Metal.
dude, you just said it. Dred Zeppelin, Heartbreaker. There's an Elvis impersonation. Did you ever listen to Dred Zeppelin?
I might have and not known it.
They did a mix of reggae and Led Zeppelin and Elvis. Say, hey, mama, like the way you groove. do 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 do. Yeah. Black dog, black dog. Yeah, they're pretty wild. I mean, I didn't sell them really good right now, but
No, but I'll check them out one of these days.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, sure, Dred Zeppelin, dude. That's the thing. When I called you, you said that you had the TV on, and for me personally, my wife has the TV on at times. Even when I'm on the road, I don't think I hardly ever turn the TV on. Like I could be there for all days and never turn. I'm more of a music guy or a YouTube guy. I'll put the music on and I can do stuff in the room and whatever, not have to stare at something. But I find my spending time watching YouTube. I do watch that occasionally. But it's interesting how each person is wired. I was going to tell you, I know a guy. He doesn't watch TV or anything like that. And he also, here's what was weird to me. He doesn't even listen to anything in the car. Like he drives around with nothing, no music, no podcast, nothing in the car. Like just quiet in the car and then quiet. That's strange to me.
This was a real guy?
Yeah. You know him. Shout out. I'll just say his name. Shout out to Kevin Alderman. Kevin Alderman.
Okay.
Comedian.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'd want everyone knowing that he's a robot in his car, that he doesn't listen to anything.
Yeah. I think he used...
What does he do?
I don't know. I will say that occasionally, I think he probably listens to the radio because there's been a few times where I'll get in the truck and he's had the radio on, but for the most part, he doesn't. When we're together, it's never on, and when he usually doesn't have it on. I mean, I think he told me he doesn't really listen to music. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I should have him on and just talk about that.
Yeah. He might be being polite too, like just like if you're in the car, I'm going to talk to you and engage with you rather than listen to music.
I did think about that, but you're right. That could be it. But I go, man, you don't really listen, because I'll be like, hey, I just heard this song. And he usually had never heard of it or never heard of the artist, and I'm like, wow, okay. Like, but he knows the older stuff. Like if you mention anything from back in the Prince or somebody, like you'll know that. But
so he's an old guy, is what you're saying?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. But I'm like, dude, I couldn't.
He may not know how to work the radio. That
Yeah,
might
these
be-
modern. Yeah, I can only do Bluetooth, and then you're not supposed to do it when you're driving, and then then my GPS, it gives me directions, and it really messes up the songs, and
Yeah, he may desperately want to listen to music, but just doesn't have the ability.
Dude, I will say this: I got in the car once, and he had like Jewel on. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
He was probably thinking the same thing. What the hell is this?
I can't turn the damn thing off. I'm like, I figured, you turn this music off. No offense to Jewel fans out there, but it was the last thing.
Yeah.
It's always weird when you hear some guy listening to some song you didn't expect him to listen to. It's like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to me once. I was in a public restroom, and there was a guy that was an older black gentleman was in there, and I think he worked at the store. And then my ringtone went off, and at the time it was a Rick James song.
Oh, okay.
And then he just kind of like he smiled and he goes, "Man, you never would expect certain songs to come out as people's phones, man. It's always a delight when that happens."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, thank." He probably was looking at me like, "Oh, this nerd or whatever, this a-hole or what." I don't even know what he was thinking, but for whatever reason, when that
Right.
song came on, all of a sudden we were instant friends.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think that's true of music in general, that it kind of can bring people together or push them apart,
that's true. Yeah, like if they start naming like 3 groups and you just have no interest in any of those groups, you're kind of like, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Like,
We're not going to be going to a lot of concerts together,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
karaoke or anything like that. Yeah. You should make Kevin Alderman do karaoke with you.
Oh, that'd be funny. He probably has a go-to song. I think he does. Knowing him, I think he does. I think he does. He knows songs from, like I said, back in the past and stuff. I think we were somewhere and they were doing karaoke, and I think he told me he has like a couple in his back pocket. Do you have a karaoke song?
No, not really.
I don't either. I remember I've done karaoke maybe a handful of times, and the first time I did it, I instantly realized it's a lot harder to sing a song than just to listen to one.
Yeah.
Because you could listen to it all
Yeah.
day long. You don't even pay attention how the melody goes or when you're supposed to start singing and when you're supposed to like not sing. And all of a sudden you're looking at these words up there and they're glowing. Whenever they glow, you're supposed to like sing that word. And I remember I chose a really like a Michael Jackson song, one that I loved. Everyone, you'd heard it a million times, Billie Jean. And I get up there and I'm like, oh damn, like those are the words. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you forget there are long like instrumental parts of the song.
Yeah, and then you're just like, what do I do with my hands? This is weird.
I guess I just dance now.
But I don't dance anything like Michael Jackson.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that was another country bumpkin activity at the OC Fair. They had a karaoke at the end of the night. Just one section. When we get there, and the list was full because I was going to have Austin go up and do something, and the list was full. So people were singing, and there was a live band backing them up, and people were not the ones that we saw were not good, but the crowd would pretend that they were good, like they would scream and cheer them on, and
Yeah.
one of the band members would have a sign up there that said like applause. And I thought it was really sweet because there was this guy who was terrible. He's saying, actually speaking of Ozzy, he's saying Crazy Train. He's like, we're gonna get crazy up here, and he put on these shades, like these mirrored shades, and he's like, going off the rails of a crazy train. Like he was just terrible.
Oh no!
But the crowd was like, yeah, woo. And to me, I was like,
so it was like a bringer show.
Exactly. Like I felt like oh, that's good. They're making this guy's day. But then like I could see another point. I was telling my buddy about it, and he was like, "No, man, that's that everybody gets a trophy like vibe. Who cares? That guy took up space from like somebody. I don't know. It was just interesting.
From who? It's karaoke.
I don't know. I don't know. It was interesting though, seeing bad karaoke, and they were like into it. Have you ever done comedy?
Wait.
Yeah.
What did this guy think was going to happen? That like some record executive was going to show up and go, "Oh no, none of these people are talented. I'm not signing any of them."
At the OC Fair. I know. Dude, they were thinking they were going to get record deals, though, the way they were, like, really pumping it up, and they were like, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. I'm like...
It's like, I'm a pretty staunch... I'm a Gen Xer, I guess, and I believe the whole thing about like participation trophies are fucked or whatever,
Yeah.
But this isn't that,
Yeah.
This is just people singing. People are allowed to sing and have a good time, whether they're good at it or not. People are allowed to play softball,
Yeah.
that are terrible at it.
Yeah.
And not everyone who goes to the park is in the major leagues. Let people have fun. Nothing is on the line here.
I know. I was telling my buddy, I go, I guess it's kind of like if there was a dog show, like Best of Show or something, and there's like some old dog up there, and everyone's making the old dog feel good. But meanwhile, there's like dogs that are really good, and maybe they should be up there winning. And
it's not like that because there's no prize. It's just, it's what he's saying is like if you took your ugly dog to the park, he's like, get that dog out of here. That's not a show dog. Yeah, we're not at a show. It's just a dog in the park.
Yeah,
asshole.
I'd be like, 9% of dogs have symmetrical faces.
Right.
Yeah. That's funny, man. I did a show at the near the beach recently, and there was a bunch of people in the crowd, and I noticed it was more people were coming in towards the end of my set, and the crowd was acting a little strange, and I realized because there was karaoke. As soon as the comedy show ends, there's karaoke. I'm like, these people are waiting to come up here and do their thing and shine like a diamond.
Yeah. But you kind of pull people in a little bit and like give them a little bit of limelight.
I do.
So that probably helped.
Check this out. I just thought of this right now when we talked about dogs. I was wondering what the top dog names were back in the day.
Oh,
I bet you that changed it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. What year is this, though? This seems like modern names. Abigail, Ada, Addie, Adelaide, Agatha, Agnes. This is stupid. This is really...
Those are just names.
I don't know why it said that. I put top dog names. Here, give me a year.
1982.
82. Top dog names. 1982. Oh,
I'm gonna guess Chewy is somewhere on there.
Well, it says Max is no longer a top dog name. The top cat name in 1982 was Kitty. The top dog name was Max, which dropped to number 14 in 1983.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really a specific list.
Wait, that was 1982, you said?
Yeah, 1982.
Oh, okay. Probably because of Mad Max and the Road Warrior.
Here's the top 100 dog names of 2022. Oh, God. I don't even know what these names are. The top trending dog names of 2022. Fezco, Cassini, Mossberg, Mirabelle, Kinda, Mommy. That's sad, dude. That says a lot for our society. Mommy. Monka. What is this? Toru, Tohru. Frederico and Beige.
Top dog names where?
Let's see. Yeah, I know, right? Is it like West Hollywood or the West Side or something? It doesn't really say. It just says like names like Rover or Dunn.
This seems like Brazil or something like.
Yeah. I don't know. It says what is the number one dog name in 2022, and it's this article. Oh, and the most common girl dog names are Luna, Bella, Daisy, Lucy, Zoe. It's kind of like the same for children.
Those ones seem to make more sense. But what are the male dog names?
Oh, Fezco. Here we go. Here's a quote from Annie from California. I named him Fezco after a character in one of my favorite shows, Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
In the show, Fezco is an intense character who's most people blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Bailey, Elwood, Aiden, Bess. Gosh. Anyways, that was... Did you have dog names? Well, you don't have to say it. Because sometimes that's one of those internet questions, like, what was your dog's name? And then they steal your identity. So don't even tell me.
Right, yeah.
Don't even tell me. Talk dog, yeah. Anyways, it's... Remember when dogs had names like Rover and Spot?
The 50s, yeah.
Yeah, just the 50s. Yeah, now they have people names in there. They sound cooler than we do.
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyways, Mike, it's always a treat talking with you, and thank you so much for always doing the podcast when you have time. And
thanks for having me on.
You're the best, man. Dude, the comedy community is just a good community to be a part of, man. Like, last night I was at the Comedy Store and I saw you there, and it's always good to see you. And there's people that, you know, I ran into at the same time. I just posted a photo of Theo Vaughn and Drew Lynch. And Drew pulled me to the side and he goes, "Man, I like what you're doing on Instagram. Your videos are getting out there. Just keep going, brother, man. You got it." And he goes, I'm glad to see you finally get some shine." And then
that's very cool.
It was very cool. He didn't have to say any of that. He just could have kept walking. I mean, these guys are like majorly successful, like really, really, we're talking major. And then Theo walked up to us, and Theo goes, "Man, let me get a photo of you too." And he just, it was weird. He wanted to take a photo of us, and he's taking a photo. And then I go, "Theo, let's get a picture." And then I was talking to Theo. Theo just did a great podcast with Hulk Hogan, and he's like, "Man, that was I got to listen to that one." And my buddy was telling me how good it was, and he was like, "Man, he goes, I think that might have been my best one, man." I go, "Really?" I go, "Dude, all your shows are good." But he's like, "Oh, thanks, man." And then it was just interesting how sometimes I'll see these guys, like, you know, every 2 months, every 4 months, and everyone's just cool with these. There's like this shorthand, and we just pick up where we left off, and we're good that we have that place, that we have the Comedy Store, that we have these places where we can get together, man. And you know, it's always good seeing you there. When I see Mike Black, I know it's going to be a good night.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. I wish I could say the same. No.
You're like, grumble.
No, it's always fun seeing you. Even if it is like a bad night where you get like the last spot or something like that, and even that's really not that bad. You're still getting a spot. But it's like, even on nights like that, it's nice to see your friends and see people that you think are actually funny getting up and stuff, you know.
Yeah, and it's great to see comedians. Like, I was watching Hormos last night, one of the doormen that's at the Comedy Store. I think he's a doorman.
Yeah.
I know he does a podcast there. He used to be a doorman.
He just became a regular there.
Oh, wow. He's funny, man. I was watching his set, and it was a little bit dark. Like, his humor was a little bit dark, but I was like, damn, that's funny, man. He's saying some really funny stuff.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
That was cool. But all right, Mike, it's great catching up with you, and if you have time, let's do this again soon.
All right. I wouldn't miss it. Have a good one, man.
You got it, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Well, look at you. You made it all the way through the Pocket Party Podcast. Do us a favor. If you haven't given it a review on iTunes, hop on over there. Give it 5 stars, a quick review. And if you ever see any of my reels on Instagram, please share them and spread the joy, spread the red. And thanks again for just all your positive comments and just keeping this thing going and commenting on YouTube. Whenever you comment on YouTube and you give it a thumbs up, it helps the algorithm and it helps people learn about the show. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Don't hurt nobody. Be careful.
Everybody listen to Darren Carter. We all know he's the party starter. So if you want to listen to a podcast for free, then listen to the Pocket Party